talk about. But I've just been thinking I should be here. I should say something inspirational, something motivating. Because currently I feel like because we're at the last quarter of the year, we're all trying to meet our goals, making sure that okay, like we achieve something. In essence, like we should have started working towards what we need to achieve. Some people started at the beginning of the year and then they're starting to receive the results. And some of us now, some people are now like, okay, what do I need to do? It's the end of the year. And how do I get to the results? If you didn't start at the beginning of the year to sow, if you didn't start the beginning of the year by reaping, there's no way you can sow, right? And I want you to look into it in terms of the context of if I'm starting an education, if I'm starting a boot camp, or if I'm just upskilling myself, or if I'm trying to get a new job, you should have worked towards that goal. And the thing is, as much as I'm saying you should have, everyone's time is different, everyone's season is different. We never really should be looking at other people's race or journey to compare to our race, our journey, because what takes people 2 months to do might take others 5 months to achieve. What takes others 5 months to get to and achieve might take other 1 year. And I guess like with me, I'm very like face focused. Yeah, like what takes other people 100 years to achieve, I don't want to take 100 years to achieve it. And recently, let me tell you, I'm the founder at Asia, right? And I'm also your host at Asia Podcast. But lately, I know my passion is within business, and I've been trying to look for industries where I can really make an impact. Even though I know that my passion is in business, I have other skills, I have other abilities, I am capable when it comes to working in operations, administrations, hospitality, retail, oil and gas. These are areas that even logistics and supply chain. These are areas that I have experience in, whether it's sales, whether it's operations, whether it's data, whether it's just analyzing business, whether it's just customer service. These are things that I have experience in. And having to work on Asia since last year, it's been like, oh, like, okay, cool, like, these are things you have experience in, but can you do more? And I don't want to get into my comfort zone. And I think that's what a lot of us do. We get into that comfort zone where, oh, like one thing is doing well, like, why do we need to shift? And now it's like, oh, I recently just took up a new course. I'm not someone that I was having a conversation with someone and I was telling them like I've had 3 different courses from Cloud Practitioner. Make sure that's on episode 5 actually. I spoke to Amira about it, so make sure you watch that episode. I took up a course in Cloud Practitioner, Solution Architect, data analytics, Python, but I only ended up doing 1 week or just one day out of it. It's just like pushed to the side, right? And I think that's where a lot of us are when we compare self-learning to like going into a physical class, because we have other people to keep us accountable, and it kind of makes sense because we learn faster. We're able to ask questions on the go, we're able to ask questions on the spot like that. And for me, it's like, okay, well, I'm a distance away. No one in my family, no one in my friends are passionate or interested in what I'm doing. And I think that's where a lot of us stumble on, because when there's no one around us, there's no way we want to hold ourselves accountable. We want other people to hold us accountable, but we are not ready to hold ourselves accountable. So I took up a new course and I'm just like, I before actually fully enrolling, I did the like a quick exam assessment on there. So I took it up. I was like, this is a course that maybe I'll say basic. If I was to rate myself, I'll say moderate. The reason why I would say basic and moderate is I'm around people that talk about it every day, right? It did spark an interest, right, in terms of my future, the direction of my businesses, even Ishare as well, especially Ishare School. The kind of visions I have for me is more than product and designing or marketing. So it's translating now, right? And yesterday I was just like, you know what, let me fully, I did get about 48 out of 80 on the assessment. It wasn't bad, but we move. We will take 48. Okay, we are not going to 8 on 48 over 80. Let's not do that. So now it's like, so yesterday, I was just like, you know what, let me start with the first one. So I read what it entails. I read where I'm going to take my exam for, and I asked myself a question, and I said, okay, Temi, are you really ready for this? On top of other commitments, are you ready? Do you think you can make time for it? And when we're going into self learning, or we want to pick up a new course and we want to like learn this, learn that, we really need to ask ourselves questions like, am I learning it because I need to advance, or am I learning it because I need to get money? Am I learning it because I want to get a job in the next 2 months? Am I learning it because, oh, my friend does it? Am I learning it because a Twitter influencer told me I can make this amount of money? Am I learning it because that is the pace everyone is at? And it takes me back to, okay, when we're at school, like no one really is rushing us apart from our teachers. No one is like telling you, oh, like you need to rush apart from your teachers. So when you're going into maths, you're going into English, you're going into French, it's like, what have you learned yesterday? What did you learn yesterday? What are you learning today? And we take that and we kind of like, in our adulthood, adult is a scam, we basically throw all of that out, right? Are we hanging out with the right people to actually build us to where we want to build in? And it's crazy because I was having a conversation with someone again, telling them that if I was to have friends, I would have friends for different reasons in my life, so that when I'm looking to upskill, I know the kind of friends that I'm going to go ask that advice from. When I am looking for a job, I know the kind of friends I'm going to go to for that advice. It's like when you're married and like you have a single friend, and your friend is married, but you're angry that your friend can't come to you for marriage advice. You're not married. You're not in a marriage. I am. Your friend is in a marriage, so I can't really come to you for an advice when you don't really have experience and enough wisdom or knowledge to even be able to share with me to get enough direction to where I'm going. Like someone needs to know where I'm going. If I'm speaking to someone, they kind of need to understand where I am at, even if I'm explaining to them and in my head it makes absolutely no sense to them. They need to know where I'm going before I even know where I'm going to. Right. So that's why you should always have, I wouldn't advise having friends for like different reasons, different areas of your life. But if you're someone that wants to like, upskill themselves and like advance in the career, advance in the industry, you need to be friends with people that are in that industry with you. If you're into finance, you need to be friends with people that they need to be your best friend. People in that industry needs to be your best friend. The industry needs to be your best friend. This brings me to the fact that when we're learning a skill, we're not really learning about, we're not thinking about the long term goal. We're just thinking about, let me learn this now to just get on a freelance gig, which is good. There's nothing wrong with getting on a freelance gig. I just think we miss the part that of the networking part, we miss that whole bubble. Because when you say, okay, let me learn a skill to get into a freelance job, you can get the course that you want to learn, but at the same time, we kind of like dabble. We go dabble. We're here, we're there, we're there, we're there, we're here, we're there. You know, when people tell you that content creators, if you want to become a content creator, choose one platform. When you're learning a course, choose a platform, whether it's LinkedIn that you want to use to document as a blog or as a video, which is currently being rolling out lately soon or lately. Whether it's TikTok that you want to do, spend a day in my life, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook. If it's that one place you want to share who you are and how you can build a long-term network in there. You might feel like, oh, like who's gonna watch me on TikTok when I am currently learning how to freelance as a back-end developer? There's so many people on TikTok that wants to start a business. There's so many people that back-end developers that can connect with you. There are even better opportunities on TikTok than maybe word of mouth kind of on TikTok than opportunities, more opportunities. More opportunities are on LinkedIn, but you just have to dig deeper to be able to get those opportunities. But not to go away from what I was saying, like if you're going to get freelance into taking care of yourself, the reason why this can be so sensitive is we don't also think about the next 2 months or the next 3 months. And I'm not even that person. I don't like to. And I don't always like to advise people to think about the next 2 months, the next 3 months, because what is that? What is that? You know when God said, lean on me, lean on me. That's basically what we're going to do. So when I am learning a skill, when I am learning a course, I'm going to lean. I'm going to stand in that direction and keep walking in that direction. And there will be days where you will cry because you know you just want to learn this so that you can get on freelancing. But it looks long, like something that you're supposed to learn in a month. It looks like you're learning it in 2 months. And even if you're going to learn it to get freelancing gig, you should never stop learning about it. This brings me to a story of a lady who was to study business analytics, but her father said she has to study cybersecurity. And you know, as Nigerian parents, it's like it's either you become a doctor or an engineer, what else, or a lawyer, right? But in her case, at least her father is aware of the opportunities in the tech space, right? And where she can get all the opportunities from. But our passion speaks to who we are, and our passion speaks to the type of opportunities that will come our way, and our passion speaks to how hard we're going to go get it. How hard are we going to go to make that dream, to make that vision a reality? That is where our passion comes in. Your passion basically makes and break the desires or your expectations or the future that you seek for yourself. So her father was like, no, you're not going to learn business analytics. What is that? That is not a job. What do you need business analytics for? It's not a reputable job. I can't tell my friends that my daughter is a business analytics. There is no opportunities there. There are more opportunities in cybersecurity. You can work for the FBI, you can work for the MI16, you can travel across the world. As much as all of those things are true, at the same time, the young lady wants to pursue her passion. So, for anyone out there that is just like, oh, like maybe my parents said I should study this, I should make this as a career. Even as big as I am, as old as I am, my mom sends me job opportunities every day. I still sends me job like every day, and it's like, bro, do you not know what I'm doing? Do you actually know that there's something that not just being called, but there is something that I want to do. There is something that I want to try. There is something that I want to push forward and achieve and accomplish. But that is just parents for you. And one thing that I've noticed about Nigerian parents is they need to see that you're making money, or like you're doing well, or there is success before they can be like, maybe, maybe before like they kind of like go back to the side. And it's like, why do you have to see that there is success in what I have chosen, in the route that I have chosen, for you to be able to release me? I think because I think it's kind of like a spiritual, physical, mental bondage that most parents kind of put us in. It's like, why can you not be happy for me when I was building this, I was on this track? It's like me when I was in primary school, like when I was a baby learning how to walk. Why you were cheering me on because you were like, yeah, like I need to do this, but here I am in this particular area, but you're not supporting me. You feel like me learning law, or me learning how to be a doctor, how to be a nurse is the better opportunities for me, which honestly is good to be able to have that sense of responsibility. But at the same time, as an adult, it's quite hard when we have so many options in the tech space and we're not even privileged to it, and we're only privileged to back end, front end, um, what else? Data, cybersecurity. I think cybersecurity is just starting to come up in Nigeria more. I am very, very excited to the point where Isha School will be able to open up more opportunities in terms of technical and operational courses for people to learn, and for people to build a career on, and for people to be able to build that strong community around themselves. But regardless of that, that is just Isha's school, that's just Isha, right? But I do want everyone to know that even if you're struggling with picking a choice, or picking a specific skill, or picking a specific course, I don't like, the reason why I always like differentiate skill and course is that, to me, a course is like, when I say I want to learn a back end, I am bringing myself in the mentality that I want to build a career in. Because in back end, I have to have other skills, right? In there, I have to have more technical skills, like knowing my programming language, documentations, and coding reviews, and even knowing problem solving, just knowing all of that. And the other skills that I have personally, I'll call them my gifts, that I have personally, right? So I always differentiate it, but for other people, they're always like a tech skill. But yeah, like a tech skill, or someone that is choosing a course, I would always advise build a career over a tech skill, because I feel like building a career is underrated, then tech skill is overrated than building a tech career. Because when you say you want to build a tech career, a tech skill is like, there's just so many skills in there. That is it. Like, there's just so many skills, and like it will make you feel overwhelmed, because you feel like, as a backend developer, I need to learn all the 20 languages in programming and pick up as a skill. But like when you're saying career, it's like, okay, I'm a backend developer. My favorite programming is PHP, and that is what I'm going to stick with. And basically advance with my PHP, and maybe add Python or CSS or whatever to it. Right? Right. That's my own level of understanding and knowledge to learning or building a career in tech skill. In tech skill, in tech, yeah. So Never look at other people's race. Never look at other people's journey. Like I said, like I did say, I wanted to say something motivational and inspirational, but when you pick up this journey, when you pick up this, it's not going to be easy at first. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it to you. It's gonna be like, what is going on? It's gonna be like so many things being thrown to you. There'll be days where it will be silence. There will be days where it will be like go 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 and go 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 go. And then there will be days where it's just like nothing is happening. There will be days where you're applying for jobs and you're just getting rejected and upon rejected, and some like you're not even getting any like messages back from the hiring managers, and it's just like it's stagnant. Like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? How do I get from level A to level B? And your determination comes into play, and your discipline comes into your mindset, and the level of growth that you want in building a career in tech. It's not just about working in tech. Think about the reverse. Once you finish university, you have to go out and get the job, right? Once you get the job, it is up to you to put yourself in a position where you can keep getting promotion. So when you're learning a tech skill, you put yourself in a position, in a place where you're positioned to keep getting positioned, basically. So that's my advice for you guys today. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. I talk about the things you and your friends don't want to talk about. What is tech? Let's talk. Your classmates will judge you. I know and I hear you. Your boss will fire you. Give me the full gist. Your work, your school, your career. Isha Podcast, not for the weak. Let's get it.